those songs were so well picked in my head that I was just like, I'm happy that they do this because I love having a song I can relate to.
No, I'm literally obsessed.
Hey besties, welcome to Literally Obsessed. It's Cassy
And Brittany.
Woo! And we come to you with a very fun episode today.
It's true.
As you all know, Brittany and I are huge Summer I Turned Pretty fans, and I feel like we've both been since day one. So we have decided to just talk about a little bit of our hot takes of how we feel about the show. Just also disclaimer, we haven't read the book just yet, but should we just tell them?
Yeah, because it'll be announced by now.
Yes, so we haven't read the book before, but we are planning on reading them and doing episodes for each book. So there's 3 books if you don't know, and we're gonna read them and then get back to it, to just doing a little deep dives that we have done with like Emily Henry books, and just talk about how we feel on the flip side of things of watching the show first and then reading it. So just as like a fun little, I would say, like end of summer. We're entering literally a month that is going to be dedicated to Summer I Turned Pretty, which happens to be the month where the last episode is going to be released. And so when this episode comes out, I think
we're recording about a week early.
We have one more, and then
there's 3 more episodes. So we've just watched episode 8 yesterday. There's 3 more episodes, but this will come out when there's only 2 more episodes. Okay. So we still have some time. So if we don't cover anything that most recently happened in the timeline this video is out, or this episode's out, so sorry, but we wanted to do this before we went into the books and before the show ended. So just to give you guys some background on that. But we're really excited. Gonna end like a week or 2 after the show is done.
Okay,
because I had messed up the timing. I thought it was gonna be perfect, but
no, it's okay. I think honestly,
my God,
it's fine
every time. I need to get one of those. What are they called?
The like.
Yeah,
I'm doing a lot of weird.
Well, the screens or whatever. That,
the mufflers,
I know, the mufflers, whatever they're called. Yeah,
I don't remember, but. Yeah, we are really, really excited to cover this because this is like something we love, and we know you guys love this as well, and they're books, so it's perfect all around. So today's episode, we just wanted to talk about our opinions. There's not really a written script to today's episode, so we're just gonna bounce off of our own like personal opinions that we very much share. So we're calling this hot takes, but I don't really think they're hot takes. I think they're pretty naturally,
think that they're what
room
everyone's
temperature takes,
yeah,
if you will. And if you guys have any thoughts or anything like that, please let us know. You guys know where to find us, so DM us your guys' thoughts. You guys have some pretty funny comments that y'all put on TikTok, and so if you haven't been seeing our TikTok recently, I recently discovered the blue eye filter, so I've been playing the role of Jeremiah. And I honestly, it's a good role.
She's kind of killing it. Watch out, Gavin. She is coming for your role.
Coming for your role. If we did like a gender bend, Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh my gosh.
You can be Conrad. I can be Jeremiah.
Hell yeah.
And Joey can be Belly.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Great. Cast the whitest person we know as Belly.
Perfect. You know what?
But I guess to be fair, 2 POC women are going to be playing the white brothers, so
I guess it balances out.
I
don't know. But anywho, we're really excited to talk about this, so I guess we can just jump in. But before that, I'm gonna say spoiler warnings if you haven't read the books.
Well, if you haven't watched up to episode 8, which since this is coming
Season
out a week later, hopefully you all are caught up. But
sorry, so if you're gonna listen to this, you're listening to this at your own risk. I don't know what you know or not, so with peace and love. But let's just get into it.
Let's get into it.
First of all, let's just overall, how do we feel about the show?
Oh, well, okay, I have to be honest with you all. I miss when this was just a fun, silly little show.
Not some traumatizing ass.
Like, my gosh.
It's pretty rough.
I know. I haven't read the books, but I think we both know how it ends. We've looked it up and stuff. So we do know how it ends. So I already expected all of this to happen, but my gosh, like I missed the first season.
I do. There was magic there.
It was so summery and silly and fun, and there was happiness, and now I'm just pissed off every episode.
Me too. I thankfully, oh my god, we're on the uphill.
We are on the uphill.
Barely though, with 3 episodes left.
It's crazy. Like, what was this season? I'm a little bit upset.
I don't know.
I'm eating it up, but I'm a little bit upset.
I'm eating it up. I can see if I'm trying to look, I've never been a screenwriter, but if I'm trying to look at like that perspective, I can see why they wanted to egg it on for so long about Jeremiah. I guess goes without to say, you guys know we're Team Conrad, of course. Honestly, not Team Belly, really.
At this point, no.
I can't stand her.
At this point, I'm Team Conrad, move back to California.
Like, go live your life and go move on to someone better. But we know that's not going to happen. But, yeah, no, I would agree on that opinion. I would say in the same way. There was something in the first season. It just felt, like you said, like happy, summery, and like maybe that's why this whole rest of the show has been more depressing, because we're like, they're getting older, so it's not as fun.
I guess
maybe that's life. I don't know.
I think too, like, because it's supposed to be a summer show.
Yeah.
First episode took place during the summer, was very summery, like it had the vibes. Second season
was like fall.
Well, it was like it was like May into summer, kind of.
It was like
May.
Oh, you're right. I forgot it ends.
So it wasn't really summer. And then this season did take place over the summer, but you know what I mean? It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't.
Season 2, I haven't watched it in a while. Season 2 was also weird because they did a lot of callbacks to like December, and they did it a lot to like while
they're in
Conrad
the car
and Belly
half the time.
And like, yeah, and it was this weird, it picked up right where season 1 left off.
Kind of,
because they were still at the beach,
because they were having a flashback,
right? Yeah. But it was okay. Yeah, season 2 was just kind of weird, and I feel like season 3, everyone was anticipating about like what was going to happen. You know, like, are they going to follow the book, or what's going to happen? Whatever. I, as much as I can say that I've been pissed off of it, I am so utterly addicted to the show.
Yeah, no, I am. But
like, it's like I need it in my veins. And I was telling my friend Shay, if you're listening to this, hey girl, is that when you're in like at this part of the season, we're in the game. Like, we cannot miss like one little thing anymore.
True. Yeah.
But for season 1, I was like, oh, I'm relaxed watching this. I feel like this is a cute thing to watch. Now I'm like, it's like watching the Super Bowl every single time I'm reacting. I'm like, it's big emotions with how I feel about
yelling
the show.
at my screen.
Yeah, I'm like yelling. I'm sure my neighbors are like, who the fuck is wanting to kill a Jeremiah? They're hearing it all the time.
Exactly.
And I try to explain this show to my mom, and she was just like, that sounds a little complicated.
I think my mom would eat this show up. I've been trying to like tell her about it, but she's not watching it, and I'm like, Mom, I think you would love the drama.
Mom, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it, queen. Send this clip to her. You gotta send it
I'll
to her.
send it to her.
If this doesn't convince you, I think you're gonna like it.
It's just like, I feel like I'm watching a reality show.
The drama is really good.
Yeah.
The drama is really good, but because I think the first season came out, 2022?
Yeah. Or 2023. I think it was 2022, actually.
And then 2020,
because we kind of waited a long time for this one, right?
Yes, this was like a bigger gap in between.
Yeah.
How long it took from 1 to 2.
Damn, yeah. So it was probably 2022, 2023.
Skipped last year to then now. So it's been a long time. I feel like 3 years might not sound like a long time, but for like the viewers, it feels like a long time. So,
dude, let's talk about Stranger Things.
Sorry. No,
that's fucking crazy. They were children, and
now they're having
married
children.
And now
Millie's a mom.
I can't wait. Better believe I'll be sitting there with my popcorn ready to go.
I still need to finish the show.
Okay.
Like, you can't be shocked at this point.
You're right.
Like,
guys, Cassie doesn't finish anything.
Hey, I do.
There was this.
If I have a goal, I do.
Okay, it's when you challenge her.
Yeah.
So
I do like to get challenged.
There was this one show, I can't remember. It might have been like Fairly Odd Parents or something. So tell me if this rings a bell. Where there was a guy who like I can't remember if he was like a legend or something of like he never finished anything, and it was like there was always like one bite left of food, or like, so that's you. I always said that maybe that was me because I never finished my food, but I think that's you.
I'd get to it though.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Is that wrong?
I could think of like 3 things that you have not.
They're books.
Tell me, guys, does that fall under the category?
You can't get the kids involved.
I can and I will.
Don't get the kids involved. This is between mommy and daddy. I feel like it, again, you guys have you know me, who I am. I am
you know my heart. You know my heart,
you know my soul, you know who I am. But Stranger Things is so fucking long. Kill me. It's 5 seasons, right?
We don't need to talk about it, but 5 seasons.
Isn't this the 5th season?
Well, yeah, but you should have been watching it as it came out.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
She's probably like, I left off on episode 3, season 1.
That's correct.
Cassy!
I never got into it. I thought it was kind of scary at first, but now that I'm not scared of this kind of things anymore, I'm like, I got through Smile 2 really well. Super well.
Yeah.
You know? But anywho, I'm finishing Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay.
I can hold that under my belt.
We'll see, guys. We'll see in a couple weeks.
Actually, imagine I just don't. This is where it ends.
We'll see in a couple weeks.
We'll see.
We'll see if next episode we're reviewing a book or not.
We'll see. But I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, all to say, we love and we hate it.
Yeah. That's really all you need to know overall about it. But do you have any thoughts you want to say first, or?
I just have like a list of things I want to bring up.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do.
I do want to say heavily, just because it's so good, the music that's in the show. Like, I feel like that has to be its own conversation, because that music producer, whoever, editor, whoever you are killing it at where you want to go, where you want to put these
I will
songs.
say.
What is she gonna say?
Well, because I saw a TikTok about this and I was like, I do agree. So, as we know, music is great. They're using a lot of popular songs. I don't know how, well, I know how they're affording it. It's because it's Amazon. That's how they're affording it. I do have questions about all the Taylor Swift songs because I know she's pricey, and I'm very genuinely, like, I want to know how much they're spending for each song. And people were saying it would be funny if in like a couple years it all just goes to copyright free music because they can't pay the royalties anymore.
Oh, like Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Anyway, saw a girl on TikTok who was saying that she felt like a song didn't fit with the moment, and she was saying, if you all want to know, she was saying in the latest episode it plays Cardigan by Taylor Swift, and she said she felt like it didn't fit the moment. Bunch of people were agreeing. They were like, it didn't really feel like it fit. And then she was like, it just feels at this point like they're putting in a Taylor Swift song, just put in a Taylor Swift song, like, because Jenny is a big fan, or they're putting in whatever is popular at the moment just to put it in. And I do slightly agree. I remember watching the first episode of the first season, and within the first 5 minutes I was like, they just threw out every song that came out in the last 6 months. So it's like they're just trying to like flex that they're up to date with music, which is fine, but sometimes I'm like, okay, it doesn't always have to be like some big artist. It's okay.
That's fair.
You know
fair.
what I mean?
I will have to completely disagree. I love the music.
Cassy loves to disagree.
Brittany, enough. Okay.
I'm agree. I love the music, but I do just feel like there's times where they are just trying to do the most popular music.
There's been some songs that I think they play for a second and then they like bring it back out.
It's weird when they do that. Yes. They'll play it for literally like 5 seconds, and it's like, what? I feel like they did it in like the Bachelorette episode. There was a lot of moments where there was songs playing for maybe 10 seconds and then it went away. And it was like, what was the point?
I don't know. Again, Amazon's got a lot of money. So, and then also this show was very well popular. So I'm sure artists are like not upset if they were to use it in that. So
I mean, I don't know what it looks like to sell your music, or, you know what I mean? I think it to give royalties or whatever, but
it's like just a percentage, I think, of, over the years of how much you'll get from them using it. I don't know how the music industry works, but
you love it, so go on.
I do love it. It's like one of my big favorite parts about the show, because I tend to want to know what Jenny Han is explaining through the music choices. And when she did the episode with the peach scene, like that was her directed episode, those songs were so well picked in my head that I was just like, I'm happy that they do this, because I love having a song I could relate to for a specific moment, and for them to just do that without us asking for it. Yeah. Super cool. And it's just like a big part, and a lot of people know that it's well known for how much they can spend on it. But I don't really know how it works, but I think it's just cool because they do integrate it all the time.
I wish there were more episodes that had that type of music. Which I get the whole, I mean, I feel like she has yet to confirm. Maybe she did. But people are saying because it's from Conrad's perspective, it was more maybe songs Conrad would listen to, as opposed to the other songs, or maybe songs that Belly would listen to. But I wish it was more of that, like, older songs. I don't know. It just hit different.
That makes sense, though. Like a Conrad POV with his, like, vibe. I can totally see that. Jenny, can you confirm or deny?
Confirm or deny.
Confirm or deny.
Whatever. All to say, I'm not being a hater. I agree with what that girl said.
Fair.
Okay, my first thing that I want to... Again, I don't think these are hot takes. I think everybody feels the same way. I don't give a fuck about Taylor's mom.
It was interesting. And see, in episode 8, we got a slight, I would say, bow on top of the gift where she just said, I'm supposed to be the parent. Like, it took 8 episodes for us to find that out. It was an interesting segue to Taylor and Steven's relationship that didn't feel needed. I don't know.
I think she was put in to maybe show why Taylor is the way that she is, but it didn't need to be this drawn out. Like, we didn't need to know. I think she could have been like, my mom is struggling with money problems because she was with a shitty guy and I have to stay and help her. I don't think that I really needed to see it played out. You know what I mean? And them trying to pass her off as a hairstylist when she has the most whack hairstyles I think I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've even paid attention to
Girl, at the the bridal shower, you didn't pay attention to the mom's hair. Her
I paid
pony
attention
that was
to,
off to the side.
I paid attention to Taylor's wet hair.
Right.
On the wedding day.
So her mom's a hairstylist. Why would she do that to her?
Taylor, I had a feeling like Taylor knew
that they weren't going to get married.
Yeah, that's why first time I saw the wet hair, I go, this girl's already checked out.
She said, this isn't happening.
It's not happening.
You need to go back and rewatch the bridal shower.
Okay, I will.
Because her mom has a half up pony, but it's like off to the side. Like, please just look at it.
Oh God,
it's crazy.
I cannot even visualize it, but I'll look at it when I go home.
I just can't. If she's a hairstylist, you would think that, I don't know.
She puts all of her energy into others, I guess. Who knows? But I'm interested to read the book because I want to know if that really was like that big of a deal.
I did see that. I don't know anything about her mom from the books, but I did see that apparently on the wedding day in the book, she has a bad hair day. And she never has bad hair days.
Taylor or her mom?
Taylor. But I don't think, because that was obviously an intentional look.
Yeah. It was like I mean, to be fair, the bitch didn't have time to like do her hair. She was running around trying to find Jeremiah.
It's true.
So
is it okay? Kill me. I didn't hate it.
Her hair?
Yeah,
I hated it.
But tell
it was like
me,
wet.
Right? But tell me that people don't do that for like award shows.
They do, but it just was so not Taylor, because Taylor dresses like pretty cutesy, pretty girly, you know, and like even for like them going out for the bachelorette party, she like had like a little cute,
no, you're right,
you know, moment.
Ponytail.
It was just not like, it would have been cute if she had done that before, or if she had like,
I don't think it was appropriate for a wedding,
her best friend's wedding. So that's why
maybe she
genuinely think she just knew that it wasn't gonna fucking happen from the moment that like Conrad started getting in the issue of things. I feel like she was like, this is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. Did you like her dress? Because I know people didn't like her dress, her bridesmaid dress,
or the green. I don't think I really gave it a good look.
I also didn't mind it, but people hate it, and I'm like, I mean, I'm not.
People hate a lot of things.
Not the most beautiful dress I've ever seen, I loved her bachelorette party dress.
Bachelorette was really cute.
Like,
I would love to see that. I would love to buy that.
It was so,
I saw a girl talk about all the styling of the show, which is another topic to talk about because the styling is like very interesting.
Yeah.
And some things are really good and some things are not good, but the progression has gotten better over the seasons.
Yeah.
Taylor always is wearing like genuine Reformation Princess Polly dresses, and I think like Belly wears a lot of like Reformation again, Anthropology, and Aritzia sometimes. Yeah. Like she'll be thrown in, and I'm like, girls, I can't afford that.
No, I saw
I need some like Old Navy shit.
Okay, she's been wearing a lot of Doen, which is popular. Like popular. That's not what I was gonna say. It is popular, but I was gonna say pricey.
Pricey.
It's very pricey, and people were looking at the prices of some of the shirts she's wearing. They're like $200, and they're like, you're expecting me to believe that this broke college student is affording $200 shirts?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they go and buy them instead of like a costume department making it, but I don't know how it works back then, or it works in the entertainment world.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like you have somebody that sources it. I don't know, because there's like people I follow on, or I don't even follow them, but I see them on TikTok that will try to like replicate outfits from TV shows, and this one girl will try to replicate like Wizards of Waverly Place. Alex wore a lot of Free People, Anthropology. I'm like, okay, I didn't know that she was ballin'. You know what I mean?
They owned a Subway shop.
They own a Subway shop
in New York City.
There's no way they're making money.
I loved, not to go off topic, but I loved her fur wall that she had.
Me too.
I want it so bad.
Me too.
I can imagine the spiders, but I want it so bad. This is like some Brittany lore. You know, the development of character.
I love to drop it on this podcast. I was reminded of this. Don't ask me how I forgot this, but a friend that I have known since we were like 10, maybe. She was my neighbor, and we still follow each other on social media. And she messaged me yesterday, and it was like those like Lego Friends. So she sent me a Lego set, and she was like, this Lego set reminds me of your bedroom in your parents' house. I was like, what is this? I click on it, and it's like pop star, whatever. There's like a little stage and a backdrop. Reminded me, because I'm extra. There was a time when I was probably like 12. My sweet grandpa built me a stage.
That's so sweet.
It's very sweet.
That's so kind.
Built me like a mini stage to put in the corner of my room, and then my mom, she sews and stuff, and she sewed me little like curtains to put around it, and I had a little karaoke.
Oh my god, Maddie knew who she was from a very young age.
Literally. So my friends would come over and we would like perform on my little stage.
You should get the Lego set.
I should.
You should get it so you can do you have a picture of the stage?
I'm sure I do. I'll have to find it.
You gotta find it so you can like compare and contrast it. That's so funny.
But I just responded to her and I was just like, I was born to be a star.
That would have set me back. I would have been like, how did you remember that? And I barely remember that.
I literally was like, where did this
why is this relevant? Yeah, like what's the context?
Like
That's
I forgot
so
about it.
Funny.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
So it reminded me, because I think I put like, or maybe I'm thinking of the velvet, but it was like soft behind the stage.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'd have loved to have some. That is so cute. It's so grandpa coded.
Yeah.
Like, let me just build him.
Let
me build the kid.
A grandpa who knows how to build things, and a mom who knows how to sew.
Get a carpenter and a seamstress.
There you go.
And then a dream, and then you're good.
And a suitcase.
And a suitcase and a dream. But that's cool. I love that. Where did we come?
Guys, it's because we went really off course. Costume design.
And thank you so much for bringing that back.
Reel it back in. Just like Taylor's hair.
just like Taylor's hair. I will say this season's outfits were better.
The hair was not.
The hair wasn't.
For everybody.
Belly's had a better hair. She is notorious for getting fucked over on her makeup, on her outfits, and in her hair.
It's true.
Finally, this season, I was like, she looks good.
Yeah.
And it looks like Lola had more input into Belly than I feel like she did other seasons.
That's fair. I mean, I guess in past seasons, she was supposed to be like 16, 17. We know how we looked at 16.
Oh, guys,
wasn't good.
We were comparing and contrasting what we looked like at that age, at that at the awesome age of 15, 16 where you feel
she
so
looked a lot better than
cute.
me.
She looked insanely better than I did. And you guys couldn't even find those pictures if you wanted to. Those pictures of me when I was 16 are wiped from the internet. But just know, nothing to compare to her.
Yeah.
Not in a self-deprecating way, but just in a fact way. She looks like a more, like an older version, or like what you would think a movie version of a 16-year-old was. We were nerds.
Yeah.
We were nerds. Anywho,
yeah. So
with that being said, but yeah, the styling I feel like was way better this season. So like snaps for you guys.
Yeah,
Whoever the styling department, you guys got it. I hated when Belly didn't know how to wear, like they didn't put makeup on her. Like when they, not saying that Lolo is whatever, but they made her look sick a lot of the times.
People are saying
like she finally got blush.
She finally has eyelashes.
I was like, Lola is beautiful. Like, I don't know if you're trying to say like, oh, because Belly was so sad, which is fair. But I was like, guys, don't do my girl dirty like that. I love Lola.
That's true. My next hot take is that, again, I don't think this is a hot take. Jer only ever cared about the competition with Conrad. 100%. He never actually loved Belly. And let me clarify. I think he loves Belly, but like a friend. But he's so in this competition mindset that maybe he doesn't even realize that he doesn't really love her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he doesn't know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He like, if you guys, whatever, I'm not even going to preface it. In episode 8, where they're like breaking up, essentially canceling the wedding, and he is out here blaming her that she's the reason why he cheated and yada yada. Y'all know y'all have seen the TikToks, right? Yeah. The fact that we didn't get like one I'm sorry like from him knows that he still thinks that he's the victim, of course.
Did he ever say he was sorry?
I think he did say I'm sorry, like I'm sorry Belly, like that she didn't mean anything to me,
like when
we were on a break. Yeah, like at the hospital, or not the hospital, it was at the hospital. Yeah. But then also when they saw each other on the steps in the school, and she was like asking him like how many times, and then he was like, I'm sorry Belly, you're whatever, right? But we got to see a lot more of like their Jer and Conrad's relationship with their dad more, I feel, in this season 3 than the rest of them. And you can obviously tell, we've known this in season 1, but I feel like this one was a lot more apparent, that you can tell that Jer, every time Conrad is brought like up, he tenses and he's just like
it was even, he says they're fighting in the breakup, and while Conrad does have a part to do with this, he didn't really have a part to do with them talking right then. And he says, Belly, I came back. I always come back. Conrad's the one that leaves you. Why was that necessary?
Again, it's just, it's that, yeah.
Yes. And then she's shocked. Like, she's like, the fuck? And he goes, oh, look, I can't even say his name without you making a face. Like, right, because she's questioning why you even brought him up right now. So it's like he just does it to like get a rise out of her, to compare himself to Conrad. It's just like this competition is so made up in his head, and it's so sad because literally I don't think anybody cares for Jeremiah more than Conrad.
I agree.
So like, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's this. He's a younger sibling, and I can't even like excuse his actions because I've never like thought in his perspective.
Right.
And I get it that maybe he was compared to Conrad his whole life. I get that, right? But when it comes to like someone like Belly saying I love you, like yes, I'll marry you, all this stuff, and then you're still trying to compete, did he not have a chance? Yes. Was she always going to be in love with Conrad? Yes. He didn't need to make it Belly's issue, though, that he had this awful sibling issue with Conrad. Right. When, again, it's one-sided. Conrad loves Jeremiah so much that he doesn't even love himself, you know?
Yes. And he's willing to put his happiness aside for... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit.
He's willing to put his happiness aside for Jeremiah. Like, the audacity for everything that Jer said was fucking crazy.
Crazy, guys.
Crazy. And the way that he was gaslighting and manipulating Belly and saying, like, fuck both of you for this, this, and this. And then saying, I would have been pissed. Belly's better than me. Because him saying, he proposed just to see if she would tell him about Christmas, and then saying, you could have said no. You could have just not proposed when she was in a really dark headspace because her brother had just almost died, right? You could have just said you knew about it instead of
not asked,
picking a fight and cheating. But he had the audacity to act like it was her fault. And then go on, because I'm losing my
I was gonna say,
thought.
remember how literally like a week or so before all this, when she was like, I don't think we should do this, anything we need to pull out, why wasn't he saying yes?
Right.
He was the one pushing for it. The whole him getting a job with his dad, and then
oh my god. Because I was ready to punch him through my screen.
Go ahead. I'm like actually heated right now, so you just take the ropes just, now.
I can't believe, once again, it's just proof that he doesn't love her.
Yeah.
Because if you love somebody, you're going to support their dreams, and even if that means obviously you don't want to spend time away from each other. Right? But you're going to support what they're doing. And the way that he never supported Belly going to Paris, and the second she was like, maybe I won't go, you can tell that she wants him to be like, no, you should go. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh great, I never wanted you to go in the first place. And you so can see that she's like, okay, right? And then for this bitch to have the audacity to take a full-time job with his dad,
not tell her, and make her go to school by herself after she just pulled out of this amazing opportunity because this bitch failed his classes. And what's wild is that she, again, I don't know if I'm just not able to relate, but Belly being in such denial for so long was really hard. I think she's still in denial. 100%. I'm really interested to see how this next couple episodes will fizzle out, because apparently, according to the book, we're already at the end. Like, yeah, there's what's next is the epilogue. Much left. It's literally the epilogue left, is what this one girl from TikTok that I'm gonna say is fact, but she says that that literally this is where it ends, and the epilogue is next. But there's 3 episodes. That's 3 hours of 3 hours. So, and people are like, a rom-com is less than that. So, like, what are we gonna see? Right? There's could be a lot of stuff, but the fact that she is still in such denial. I lost my side. Was wild to me, and I don't know why she was like that for so long. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bitch, on paper he is like the worst version of like Adam, you know? Yes. Like, I would say arguably worse, because Adam, yes, he cheated on Susanna, yes, he should go to hell. Jeremiah did it in such a manipulative, toxic way that it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. I was also shouting at my TV screen. I can't believe that Steven was so mean to Connie. So mean. And I was like, Conrad, just tell him that Jeremiah cheated. But of course he's not going to, because he's the better person. Exactly. I can't wait for Steven to find out. I hope that. I hope he finds out. He has to find out. If nobody else finds out, I feel like Taylor would tell him. This bitch better. Because if nobody else finds out besides Conrad, Jeremiah, Belly, and Taylor, I'm actually gonna kill someone. I'm gonna do something. Yeah. I will say too is like Taylor's mix up throughout the season. As you guys know, she was Team Conrad when they were dating, and then not really, and then Team Jellyfish apparently, and then so stupid. Switched the fuck up randomly at the very end, at the tail end of this new season. I think it's because she realizes that she is the Conrad in her situation. That makes sense. So I think that the talk with him, which also, because I was pissed off, she finally redeemed herself, because I was like, this fucking bitch is why Belly even got back together with with Jeremiah. Yeah.
Because why would you tell your friend after they got cheated on, don't throw away your relationship all because of an accident?
Yeah.
Grow up, Taylor, grow up, right? And so I feel like I was so irritated when she first started going after Conrad. And then once he talked, you can see there's like a moment of realization. And I think that that's when she realized, like, oh shit, he feels how I feel about Steven. And I think that that's when she also realized, like, Belly cares about him. They shouldn't get married.
Thank God for it, because I was like, it's about time where she's saying,
somebody clocked her,
like, straight facts to Belly instead of like this convoluted weirdness delusion that she goes through with Jeremiah. And that was just, it was honestly starting to get insufferable. If this episode didn't episode 8 didn't happen like it did, I would have been like, turn that TV off, I don't want to watch it.
Yes, the codependency is just wild. The way that she has to mother Jeremiah,
guys,
and here's the thing, I'm not trying to say that you can't ever be there for your partner if your partner is a male, that you can never comfort them, that they can never be the little spoon, that they can never look to you for comfort. It is the way that I have never seen him comfort her. Every single time he's like snuggling up to, it's like, oh, like I saw somebody say it was like your kid came in because they had a bad dream. Yeah. Every time they're together. Why is she always comforting him? Like, he lost Susanna and he went, it's okay, I've got a new mommy. You know? It's bad. It's really bad.
It's because he's always been babied.
Yes.
His whole life. So Conrad had to get the brunt of everything in their lives. So.
Typical older sibling.
It's like it's written in the stars for them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, because we talked about Susanna. We need to talk about Susanna and Laurel. They're the tragedy of the whole show, really. I wish, of course, cancer's cancer, so like I understand she was written the way that it was supposed to be, but not getting Susanna long enough was really sad. And the flashback scenes in this new episode, or in this new season, has wrecked me every time. I feel like someone said that they would love to see a prequel where it would be Laurel and Susanna growing up in like college, or maybe when they first had the kids. I would 100% love to see that.
Yeah.
Even people are like, well, you know what's gonna happen. Regardless, they had the best love story, really, out of everyone. They were so soulmate coded, and I miss seeing Susanna. I miss Susanna.
I know.
I miss her because I miss her.
Imagine
wittiness.
how they feel, Cassy.
I'm sure awful, right? But I loved that Laurel stepped up too and was there for Conrad and was able to just kind of, steer him in that direction when he didn't have someone to do that for him. And she, although it might have not seemed like a big push, she definitely pushed him to like feel that you're not okay with the wedding, and that's okay. Like, she was able to kind of bring him out of that shell. So
she's like, but I don't want him as a son-in-law either,
so we gotta unite or something. I don't know, but I loved Laurel. I love Laurel and I love Susanna, and I'm like, I hope, Jenny, if you're listening, write a prequel, just a movie. I'm down.
And at this point, I'm rooting for the parents, so I'd love to see them when they were younger.
Maybe that's what we're also going to see in this next couple episodes, because that would feel a little bit off the, like, we saw that development, and then if it were to end right now, what did we ever see? Except for them hook up.
I'm hoping we get to see Conrad and Belly fall back into love.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel like this summer was rushed. Like, we didn't according to the book, they kind of fall back in love throughout the summer. I feel like we didn't really see that. Maybe that was just me.
I think it was, I saw this girl slightly touch on it, and I started reflecting about it. I would say, yes, we saw them fall back in love, but it was a new way. Like, it was not like your typical falling in love romance story. It was like, mentally, I know, we're not going to talk about it. So it was like they were, as I was looking back, I was like, I can remember seeing their like small little conversations or like, the fact, and he even brought it up, like, I saw how you looked at me when I caught my leg on the day we went to Michael's. All of that to me was like watching them fall in love over again.
That's fair.
But I will say, Someone said too, which I hope this is true, they saw Chris there filming in Paris a lot. So there's a lot of hope, which is not what the book is, where I think they fell more in love
through letters.
So now if it's like a physical thing, I feel like that's probably why they might have, you know, added a couple more episodes in to kind of get more meat of the relationship.
Did you see everyone's freaking out because there was an intimacy coordinator for Paris in one of the episodes? And so everyone's like, got it.
That might save us. Save our souls.
That might save us.
How intimate were we talking about, girl? How intimate were we talking about? Let us know on a scale of 1 to Eiffel Tower. Let me know.
I sent Cassie
you gotta tell him about
a TikTok this morning.
So funny. I was cracking.
I was dying at work. It was just like, it was Belly buying the ticket to Paris, and it was like Belly buying a ticket to Paris because she couldn't get the Eiffel Tower she wanted. And like, fair girl,
they're brothers, so you shouldn't.
You should not do that. But that is a dark romance. This went from young adult to
dark romance. Yeah, quick, very quick.
Since we're on the subject of Paris, I just think Belly for real needs to find herself. Yeah. And I hope that that's what we also see in these next couple episodes. And I remember, I can't remember if it's from the book or if she says it in the show, but how Susanna had always said she was destined for one of the brothers, and that and Laurel was like, that's fine as long as you like date other people or like live life before that happens. Yeah. And I think that's also why Laurel is so upset, is because it's like, a girl, you just bounce between two brothers. You haven't gone and like, you obviously can't even be alone, considering she broke up with Conrad and like a month later was with Jeremiah and was also bouncing between them for a summer. Like, it just really, I don't like it.
Yeah,
it irks me.
It's really rough. She really did ruin a family.
She's ruining a family.
Whatever, Belly. Fucking move on, I guess. And I'm very shocked about us seeing her go to Paris with just her wedding dress in her bag
and her bathing suits.
I don't know what she's gonna do in Paris. Also, I was like, did she call them up? Did she was like, hey, I got my undershit, can I do it again? Or,
yeah. Some people are saying they think maybe she never canceled it because she held on to hope that she would go. Also, though, why did she leave her? You're never coming back to that house, bitch.
No.
Pack up your fucking room.
Oh, I know. She should have taken Junior.
She should have taken. Yes, she should have taken everything.
She should have taken everything.
She's like, I'll be back soon. She's like, don't worry, Conrad.
I don't know if you saw this, but Coach did like, because she's partnered
like
with
the face of Coach.
They did the bag charms.
Oh,
She made bag charms.
Did they do the little seashell?
They did the seashell for the key.
Fuck.
I need it.
$250, I'm guessing.
It's so expensive. They also have a peach. A glossed peach.
Oh my god, of course they do.
I need it. I need all of them, really. But I think there's another one. But the seashell key chain that's to the house, they made it, and I was like,
I gotta look.
But I was like, I guess I could just go on Etsy and go support a small business. And
that's also true. It's just like Catbird. Catbird did a lot of the jewelry for this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they have like a whole Summer I Turn Pretty collection.
They do that small ass ring too?
It is from them. It's not an engagement ring.
It's just a stacking ring.
But it is from them.
What is it, $2?
It's expensive actually. Well, it's like 100 something.
Jeremiah was like, damn, that was so expensive. It's gonna be so worth it.
It's gonna be worth it when I win over my fucking brother.
When I win is what I could so see Jeremiah being 100%. Like, I won.
You know, the infinity necklace is more than the ring, because that's a Tiffany necklace.
He bought a Tiffany.
He went to Tiffany's.
Why was it not in a blue case? Blue bag. He said, I want to be discreet.
They were probably like, we don't want to pay Tiffany's.
That's fair.
At least I'm pretty sure. Feel free to fact check me, but everything I've seen has said it's a Tiffany's necklace.
Makes sense. Totally.
And I've looked it up, and it looks, now Catbird has an infinity necklace, but it's not the same.
Oh, it's not the same.
No.
I love Susanna's, I'm getting it's gonna correspond with what we're talking about, but Susanna's letter when she's like, and I think you have to pause and read it,
right?
Where it basically says like, I've only seen you in love, Conrad, once in your life. I hope you get that again. Remember these things about like your partner, like what jewelry she wears. If she doesn't like jewelry, she'll like chocolate. Every single thing she said Conrad already was doing.
Cooking for her, like caring for her.
Perfect. Like on the dot. And what's funny is like none of that was what Jeremiah did.
No. So
it just goes to show Susanna knew from day one. But you're so right. I think that Belly really does need to find herself, because all she's done is grow up with these boys.
Yeah.
And has never gotten out of Cousins nor where she like lives, which I don't really know.
Philly.
Is it Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they talk about Philly. They talk about
they're from Boston. Her and Steven are from Philly.
Okay. And then they go to Connecticut.
And they somehow act like these are all within 20 minutes of each other when they're realistically like 5 hours apart.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
they do that a lot.
It's because some girl was like, how did it make any sense for Taylor to drive from Philly to Boston to pick up Jeremiah to go to Cousin? That's like a 10-hour road trip she's doing. Like, what?
It's not down the road, babe.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, you're so right. I forgot that they're from Boston.
Yeah, this one girl had mapped out the whole thing. It was even funnier because I think she was British, so she's like not even from America. It was just hilarious.
She's like, wait, how long is this for you guys out there?
No, literally.
Man, it's just so funny. But yeah, I just feel like it was obviously all destined into the stars, but I'm really happy, and I hope that she does. I hope we do see her find herself, like, for a second.
I even hope Jeremiah, like, genuinely, because homie needs therapy.
There was a moment, and I saw people say, like, they felt a smidge, like, not a lot, smidge bad for him, because
yes,
he's handling it all wrong, which is not an excusable thing.
Yeah,
but does it suck that you get the person that you're gonna marry loves your brother?
Yeah.
And also the fucking letter that you get wasn't to you.
No, it does.
It like, sucks. But
I do feel bad.
He had no right.
I do feel bad, and I do feel like he has been compared to Conrad his whole life by like his dad and stuff. That doesn't excuse the way he acts, though.
100%. Like it doesn't excuse it at all. So when I say feel bad, it's like a 0.5%.
Yeah.
That's it. But I do think he needs therapy. And I do hope we get that last scene, because if you guys don't know how the book ends, I don't know if you really want to know this, so I guess skip a couple minutes if you don't want to know. But yeah, Conrad and Belly get married. Jeremiah goes to the wedding, apparently with a date. And Jeremiah and Belly give like a nod to like a, we good, right? We good, buddy. I hope to see that moment, because I feel
there's gonna have to be a time jump, because this is
100%.
not getting solved in the next.
We know there's going to be, because I don't know if we told you guys, but the first time Brittany and I watched the first episode of the season, we were freaking the fuck out for at least like 5-ish minutes about the huge time jump of 3 years.
Yes, but because this was one of my points also, I am still struggling to understand why they made it different than in the book.
Yeah, it really
in the book, it's like a 1.5 year time jump compared to the 3 fucking years of the show.
We got nothing for those 3 years.
And it's like, realistically, guys, there is no way that Belly and Jeremiah put up with each other for 3 years. I'm just being for real.
There's no way poor Connie baby was gone for that long.
No, and there's no way. It makes it unbelievable that he's still hung up on her. That I think they're 21, 22. Even though I personally still think that's a little young to get married. Don't kill me, because I know some people get all upset. It made more sense for the parents to be upset because they were like 18, 19 in the book. To be like,
were they really?
Yeah. Because only like a year had gone by. So it's like, first of all,
wait, then how is Jeremiah super senior?
He's not. In the book.
I can't wait to read this book. I'm really excited to hear what
I know that it's only been like a year to a 1.5 years. So that's also what the parents are like, you have not been together that long. You're like 18. Calm the fuck down. But this is like, it's almost like, okay, well, they're graduating college. They're kind of like,
they need a place to live. They're gonna,
yeah. And so it makes it a little bit weird for them to be so upset. It also makes it weird that Conrad is still so hung up on her, as opposed to like in the book where it's like, okay, less than 2 years has gone by, so of course he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was insane. The time jump was crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see like when that's gonna play a part into why was that decision made to change up the time jump.
I agree.
It was also just Belly saying, we dated for a couple months in high school. Get over it, Conrad. Shut the fuck up, Belly. Don't act like you weren't fantasizing about him 2 nights ago. Like, you're not fooling anyone.
She really was trying with that one, and we saw her through her lies. It was really bad.
It's literally the way that Conrad's really like, okay, Belly.
I loved how Conrad didn't give a fat flying fuck this episode because he said everything under the sun.
No, and he's literally like, fine, you can keep pretending, but I'm not going to.
No.
Love that for you.
Like king. Yeah. And then when someone was reading from the book, right after he said like you're the one that's heartless, someone read over when he got into the car because apparently he says something and he's just like, I felt like so electrified. I've never felt that way before. Or, like I can't breathe. I'm like, I said the words that I wanted to say and I did it.
And that he could tell that she felt the same way.
Yeah.
Like he's like, she didn't even have to say it. I know that she loves me. You're crazy for that, Conrad. I was cracking up when Belly and Jeremiah were like bickering at the rehearsal dinner, and Conrad's just sitting there like, he's like, I could have told y'all this was gonna happen.
He's scheming. He was scheming, but I it's just so funny to me. Like Conrad really did not give a fuck, and I was like, thank God for it, because he was sheltered for he was put in the corner for way too long.
It's true.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
I just have to. This wasn't a point of mine, but I just have to bring up real quick difference from the book. In the book, she's a virgin. Can we
the whole time?
Because again, they were not together as long, which everyone's like, also, yeah, if you're with somebody for like 3-4 years, makes more sense. I can't believe she is hooked up with both brothers.
Insane.
Jenny, that
You're
was
crazy.
A wild call.
Crazy.
And apparently her reasoning was just like, I wanted to be with the times. Like, right. But
Jenny,
you kill me. Maybe don't hook up with both brothers.
Crazy.
Fucking crazy.
They're Eskimo brothers.
They're literally.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, right? Like, it's the same blood. Like, yeah, no, blood.
I don't know.
If I was Conrad, I would go, I don't want to do anything again, though. You've been with my brother.
Yes, that's so fucking weird.
That's so gross.
It's the way that their last time together, that was like sexual assault.
She didn't really want to do it.
She did not look like she wanted to do it. I'm wondering if like every time was like that with them, because I don't know.
But all I know is that between her and Conrad, things are different.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Things are different.
I feel like we've already talked about this, but I just said Jeremiah and Belly really bring out the worst in each other.
They really do. So bad for each other. They are like, I'm trying to think, have I had friends like this before? I've never been friends with the other person as well, I would say, but I've had friends in the past, probably like high school, who like are the same way, where they would feed that like raging fire between each other just to piss each other off. But they would do it in such a loving way. They'd be like, oh, but I love you so much. Like stay with me. I had one, I don't think they would ever listen to this podcast, but I have one couple that I'm thinking in my head that remind me so much of them. Because everyone was like, they're going to get married. I was like, they're not good for each other. They are not good for each other.
I was going to say too, I don't even know if it's so much of like pissing each other off as just everybody else.
Yeah, fair.
Because like when they... Oh my god, this scene pissed me off. But when they were doing the whole like ridiculous making fun of Conrad, what the fuck was that for? And it's like, I've never seen Belly act so childish. And you're telling me that they're in their 20s? Grow the fuck up. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm talking, like, they literally bring out the worst in each other.
I agree.
They bring out this weird childish behavior,
and they don't talk about it.
They don't talk about it.
They don't talk about why the other one's like kind of annoying them. Like Belly especially. Jeremiah would never really, but Belly never felt either didn't feel comfortable, which is fair because like Jeremiah didn't make things very comfortable, or two, she just was like in such la la land that everything was so much easier with Jeremiah, and so she didn't feel like she wanted to like.
But she even does admit to Steven, like he's like, you're really gonna be for real that nothing ever pisses you off. And she's like, okay, like, fine. Which apparently in the book, it's a little bit more apparent that she's irritated with Jeremiah. In the show, I feel like they Like, they still didn't really show that
they showed it towards the end.
Like, she makes comments of like, sure, I would have loved for him to be here, but whatever. But it's like, girl, I know you're pissed, just say it.
By her demeanor you can tell, like, by her like fair. Overall just dread, like you can tell she has like this dark cloud over her, and whether it be from her longing for Conrad or her being so upset with Jeremiah, I couldn't tell you, but
yeah,
one of them. But I feel like the day where the whole Michael's thing, you can tell it the most, that she was just over it. I don't know about pissed, but she was just over it.
I don't know why. I don't know. It's just like, Belly, you don't have to marry this guy. Just fucking call it off. You know what I mean? But I feel like she's like, I'm in too deep. I can't go back.
And now here we are, girl.
Here we are.
If you would have been truthful to yourself.
Yeah. Even she does say that in this past episode, like, I'm in too deep with Jeremiah. Mm-hmm. It's like, girl, you've seen your parents go through an unhappy marriage. Yeah. Like, be for real right now. But I don't know. And that's the whole thing of like, maybe why she doesn't care about him cheating on her. Well, yeah. 'Cause it's like not real love.
That's
but
what she said about her mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just so wild. And I also just feel like they're the type of couple that has to be all over each other to prove that they're happy.
Yeah, I agree. It's like how they were in the show. Like, they were very, when they were together, they were always on each other. And so just really awkward for everybody else.
They're the couple that has to constantly like post about each other.
Yeah. To make to make it known to each other and to other people that they're like, okay, you know? A thought that I had about Steven, to piggy off that, I was ecstatic when him and Denise didn't work out.
Oh,
I was so happy.
You're a Denise hater.
It wasn't okay. It's technically really not her that I don't hate her. It just didn't feel right, and I'm glad it worked out that way.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought it was very comical. I was like, this is really silly, because it's true. Yeah. Maybe you have like a sexual tension kinda with somebody, and then you try it, and then you're like, actually, no, we don't.
I loved the way they've handled it very maturely.
They did.
And then she's like, okay, so anyway, like, I still want to do my my startup.
I then, when I saw her, I started to like her a little bit more past couple episodes. I think it was just very blunt impression of her at first. And then when she was trying to be very flirty, I was like, I don't really like this. Like, bring Steven and Taylor back, although that they have their issues. I was like, their end game, really. But I was really happy that got away. Yeah. I was very glad. And I'm glad that they were, like you said, handled it very maturely.
Yeah.
And it was funny enough. And it also made him realize that, like, that wasn't the girl. It's Taylor. Mm-hmm. And Taylor's character arc with that was really good, too.
Yeah, I did always want him to end up with Taylor.
Me too.
So they better not fuck it up in these next 3 episodes. I'm going to be pissed off.
I don't know if someone said that they don't actually end up together in the book. But anything is honestly on the line now.
Different, because they don't have a relationship in the books.
Like how they do in the show.
Yeah, I think
comparative.
I'm reading the first one right now, and I can tell you that they kissed when they were younger, when they were like 14.
Oh, okay.
It's very interesting reading this and seeing how things are very different in the show. Like the same but different, if that makes any sense.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with it, because they've played the whole thing out this whole season. So I'm really interested to see. But that was my thought, Steven.
Okay, my last thing is just, I feel like we already kind of talked about this, but just literally Belly destroyed an entire family. And as much as I want Conrad and Belly together, I feel like at this point he just deserves better.
100%.
And they've made it really hard. It's rough. I don't want to hate you, Belly. I hate to agree with a man, but like, fuck, I'm not even rooting for her at this point. Like, and I feel like the last episode 7, when she snaps on him at the beach, I understand why, but it's like, I just feel like she's supposed to be the protagonist. We're supposed to be rooting for her throughout all of this. I don't know why they've made her so unlikable.
I think it's, if I'm gonna bring out the fourth wing here,
I
feel like it's the same thing that they did with Violet, where she kind of became a little insufferable. I have to keep reminding myself she's 21.
That's fair,
but it's still insufferable. Like,
but
it's
I
still
feel
rough.
like some people were saying like, oh, well, in the books though, you got her in her monologue that she was, questioning things or whatever. and I'm sure it's intentional that we didn't get that in the show, but I'm just like, they have genuinely made her like an antagonist in my mind. Like,
a lot of people don't. Yeah,
pushed her so far that it's like, I don't even want you to win anymore, girl. Like, I don't even want really you guys to end up together, because the way you have fucked up this family and these brothers,
it's really bad.
And everything is like, my gosh, I'm not even rooting for it anymore. You all should just actually never talk anymore.
If it ended the way it did right now and just showed Laurel and the dad,
I think that would be the best case scenario.
No more Belly and Conrad and Jeremiah. It's just Laurel, Taylor, and Steven.
Yes.
Kind of down. But
I don't know.
Yeah. I want Conrad to be happy, and unfortunately, that means Belly.
It's like, I want them to be happy, but just, my God, she's insufferable. And at this point, I'm like, Conrad, you shouldn't even have to put up with that. Like, the way that he's been moping for these 3 years because he's having to watch her. She hopped to his brother. She homie hopped. She brother hopped real quick, and he had to watch that. And then he lays his heart out on the line. Granted, not the right time, Conrad, but I understand he felt like he had to do it, right? He said, speak now or forever hold your peace. But then for her to be so cold to him, and then for him to just eventually take her back, I'm like, Conrad, have some self-respect. You know what I mean?
Oh, Conrad. I don't know. So interesting, but I don't know. Belly, you really pissed me off.
Yeah.
The whole time. Pissed me off. I was really rooting for you, girl. No, I'm just letting you slip by, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My last thought is just overall, I'm excited to read the books because I want to know either what we're missing or what we were given. And it makes me kind of excited because, remind me, I'm literally blanking. Fourth Wing is being adapted by them, right?
By Amazon.
Amazon.
So I have hope.
That it's going to be good, good. I'm curious to read the book with watching the show, to know how Amazon, or, I know they're different directors, but just kind of overall sense as to how much we might get. And I'm really excited to read the books. Although I've heard people say like they don't like the books as much as they like the show.
I will say, in reading the book, you
got to lock into that 15-year-old. That's all I'm telling myself right now.
Yeah, I'm like kind of not enjoying it.
Well, it's gonna be rough currently, rough for us, but
we'll see.
Hopefully it gets better.
I think also it's young adult.
It's different. Yeah,
I'm like, this was meant for me to read at like 18, not 30.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I can't relate to her. I'm finding her irritating. I'm finding the writing childish, but I'm having to remind myself like, this is a young adult.
I saw, this is random, I'll make it quick, but what age would you say you feel right now?
Could be life?
Yeah, like if you feel like, what is the age right now that you like 100% feel? Like, do you feel 30 or do you feel a different one?
It's hard because I feel like, when people are like, do you feel this age? It's like, well, what is that supposed to feel like? Or like, you're not what I thought a 30-year-old would be like. Well, what is that supposed to be? But I will say that when I hit like 27, 28, I remember feeling very different and actually like feeling my age, feeling like I had grown. So I feel like I'm still I feel 27, 28.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm maybe it was COVID. I've seen a lot of people my age like say that. I feel mature, but I feel 19 still. Like I stunted my growth at 19. I do think that, especially for me, I turned 25 and then COVID happened, and then like, let's be real, we didn't really get out of it for like 2-ish years. So then I was like 27, 28. So my mid 20s didn't happen. Yeah. So there was a long time where I was like, what do you mean I'm not 25? No. I was 17 when it all started, came out of the pandemic when it was, like fully open again at age 20, almost 21. Yeah. So like formative years just were like, during COVID. And I feel like I'm going to try my best to get back into my teenage mindset when reading this book. It's going to be hard. It's hard. Because I've read not teenage romance. Yeah. Very not. I'm like, so when's the smut scene? Is that wrong to say? Like, I know what happens in the book, so we'll see. It doesn't. Not in the first one, right? Not at all. Oh, yeah, because she's a virgin. The entire time. Lame. God. Loser. Just kidding. I just okay. That's actually really shocking. So great.
So, girl, don't be looking forward to anything.
Just cancel it. I don't
like,
even
actually,
want
now
to
that I know that.
Just kidding. I can get through it. But I think that's all that I have.
Yeah, me too.
Thoughts. But let us know your guys' thoughts. A lot of people love this show, and I'm just curious to see what you guys all think. Book Talk girlies, Book Talk people, you guys just let us know. How you feeling about the show? If you read the book, how do you feel like it best fits with what the storyline was? Does it not? Let us know. Yeah. But that's all I think we have for you guys today. We're really excited. Oh my God, it's going to die really soon. But anywho.
Our camera, not us.
Oh God, I hope not.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week for the deep dive of The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's going to be a Summer I Turned Pretty summer.
And follow us on TikTok, Instagram, DM us. We love you. We'll talk to you guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.